guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with another deck review. I gotta watch how I say that. This is a tarot deck this time. The other two were oracle decks. This is a tarot deck. If you guys follow me on the Den of the Wanderer channel, which I think I've said a couple times, but I'll say again, just so that we're all clear. I'm no longer posting to because I'm moving all of my witchy stuff to one channel and condensing the content here on this channel. But I did an unboxing a little while back of a Sugar Muses box, their deluxe muse box, and they had cards from this deck in their little insert, and I fell in love, and I have let this deck live rent-free in my mind until I finally bought the deck. Because I needed it. I couldn't deny that it was literally always on my mind. So I finally got the deck, and I'm so excited to share it and open it and look through it with you guys. It's gonna be really fun. This comes in a box type that I don't typically get, which is this type of box. I don't know what you call it. It's like I want to say it's a two-part box, but they're all kind of two-part boxes. But this is the Murder of Crows Tarot. It is a low Scarborough deck, illustrated by Corrado Roy. I don't know. I'm doing my best. I love the box that it comes in. It's got like this gloss embossing on the main images. And I'm just really excited. I think this deck came around at the perfect time of year because it's spooky season. And the insert for this box goes all the way to the top, and it reflects the images on the cover, but in red, which is neat. So that's what it looks like inside. I have not opened this one yet to get it ready for the video because I wasn't prepared. Just, it is what it is. So this is another one of those little booklets where it goes really briefly over everything. I'm pretty familiar with tarot, so I won't really need to look at this. I might read the little introduction bit to get sort of an idea of what the inspiration behind it is. But it comes with some spreads to try out. And that's it. It doesn't actually come with any imagery, which is sad for me, but it's okay. Because I have the cards. Like, I don't actually need the pictures in the book. I'm just a small child who wants pictures in my book. But that's the guidebook. Real nice little sturdy book. The text is by Charles Harrington, which makes me question, what does Lo Scarabo do? Curate? Or is it a production company? Gotta look at the bottom. Maybe it's just the company. I don't know. I don't actually know enough about that. I should know more about that. And now we will struggle to open this basic plastic packaging. Really struggle while we look for scissors. And then try not to stab the ever-loving life out of our deck. Haha. Here we go. Okay. Now that we have conquered the evil that is plastic packaging, so here is a trump card. I don't know what you call these like business card ones that come in the deck. I feel like way back here is another one. So, I mean, I guess if you wanted to know more, that's where you could go. These will make cool journal fodder. So I will save those. And then here is the deck. This is a nice size. It's more of like a classic size. The cards are a little bit small. But they're like the hand size. Like a standard Rider weight size. Which is good. It's a good size for tarot cards. Especially because I like to line them up. And I get annoyed if I don't have enough space to line them all out. And I gotta like shove them up. That's such a weird nitpicky thing. But I love the feeling. I love the color. The back is cool. It kind of gives me Geiger vibes. I don't know if that's a good thing, but let's see. So here is the first card. This is the Fool card. It's really interesting. I love like the macabre look of this deck. I'm gonna flip through these pretty quickly because I'm trying to keep these reviews pretty short to make other reviews longer. But that's cool. Look at this. The High Priestess card is legit. So cool. Empress card. I don't really know what the story behind here is. It's just a bunch of cards themed around crows, but I loved the artwork on those little cards that I got in my Sugar Muses unboxings. How neat. And like I said, this has just been living in my head for a while since I saw those cards, and I am really happy with this. This Chariot card. This is the Chariot, right? God, I'm such a bad witch. It's a cool card. I'll figure it out. I resent when they don't say their names on the bottom, so I have to remember what numbers are the cards. This is the Strength card, though, and I love this with the mask and everything. That's really neat. Hermit. This one's kind of eh. Could take it or leave it. But the artwork is still legit. I love that. Okay, yeah, that was the Chariot, because this is Justice. I wasn't sure, and I questioned myself. And I shouldn't have. The Hanged Man card is cool. I love this. It's like a mixture of crows with some fantasy elements. There's some practical choices made. Temperance. Interesting, interesting. Classic Tower. I love this. And like, some of the people are in masks, and that's pretty cool, you guys. I really love that. It sort of just adds like another layer of dimension to like the meaning of the card and like what they're hiding behind the mask. This one's okay. Not my favorite, but I'm not mad at it. This is cool. For the sun? That's interesting. It's really interesting because it's such a muted palette. Like, I mean, it looks probably mostly black and gray, especially on camera. But there's a little bit of, like, brown color in it. It's more like matching the color on the back of the card. But very little of that to, like, mix this in. So, like, the way that they have to incorporate light, especially for the sun card, is really interesting. It's a really cool use of lighting. How neat. So now we're in the Ace of Cups. This is cool. I love this. Three of the Cups card is like one of the cards I always look to determine how much I like a deck, and I love this. So, this deck and I are going to be good friends. I can tell. There's something like really performative about these cards. Really inquisitive. Super pretty. Sorry, I'm going faster now because we're in the pips, and like I said, trying to keep the video short. Love this. I'm gonna have to really meditate on these cards, guys. There's a lot to think about. I really love the use of imagery here. And the Knight card, the Queen card. I love that she's like kind of a little bit in darkness. Like her eyes are darkened out. Or even the King's eyes are like that. That's really interesting. It'll be interesting to see if that theme carries over to the other like court cards. Now we're in Pentacles. So cool. Look at that greedy little miser, man. Don't be that guy. The hard part with like doing tarot reviews, I get less vocal about the tarot cards than I do oracle cards, and I don't know why. Like I just get so into it, and I don't know, like I fall into the cards. I love these cards though. This is such an interesting world to be in. This is giving me like Sandman Death vibes. If you guys read that, I love the comics. And it's coming to Netflix soon, which is exciting. Hopefully. Like, hopefully they don't ruin it. It looks like they're off to a good start. I'm looking forward to it. Seen some of those behind the scene photos. But yeah, this kind of does give me Sandman vibes. This whole deck. I'm okay with that. In fact, I'm more than okay with that. I wish there was a Sandman deck. Watch there be a Sandman deck this whole time. I had no idea. It's really cool. So that's the Knight. And that's the Queen. So one of her eyes is darkened out. So maybe it does carry over. And his eyes are totally darked out. You can't see that. Really interesting. So now we're in the Wands. It looks like they did a club for it. But it's always going to be Wands to me. This is cool. Like, this could be the same guy. Just after, like, years of experiences and battles hard won. I love this transition. That's actually pretty boss. I'm going to have to go back and, like, look and see if any of these other cards tell, like, a complete story like that. That is so cool. Really nice. This is nice. The thorn imagery is good too. Loving that. It's the 10. Here's the Knight. So the Knight's eyes you can see, like they're not blacked out. Or this is the page. Gosh, learn the cards. Here's the Knight. The Knight is blacked out. And so is the Queen again. And so is the King. So yeah, I think that's the theme that runs through. I love when the court cards have correlating themes that go across. And there's probably more that I'm not catching because this is just my first impressions looking through. But this is nice. Now we're in Swords. I love this. Oh, there's like Charon the Ferryman. What an interesting card. Oh, cool. Oh, look at this one. That really gets the Eight of Swords across. The Eight of Swords is another card that's like my linchpin for let's see how good this deck is. And that's really good. There's the 9. That's a good card too. I love this deck. It's so macabre, but like not. And there's like sort of a tricksterish playfulness sort of there, but not. If that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. There's the Knight, the Queen, and the King. So that's really neat. I'm really happy with this deck. Looking forward to that. This was another deck that I bought for my birthday with my gift cards from my birthday. I'm just really excited to work with all this stuff. I had a really great birthday. Thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday and reached out. Thank you to my friends who sent me gifts. Really excited to start playing with this stuff and getting my hands into it. And just look forward to more videos in the future. I have an exciting collaboration with Janine coming up pretty soon. So I'm going to start working on that so you guys can actually watch it and I'm not just saying it. But that's it. That's going to be all for me, you guys. Until next time, I appreciate your faces. Bye!